What's good, guys? Welcome to Rico and Monica React. If you're new to the channel, then welcome, and if you're returning, as always, welcome back. Guys, this will be our reaction to Secret Invasion Season 1, Episode 2. As always, if you want to watch the full and Eddie reactions, you can do by clicking in the link in the description box below. That will take you to the Patreon, and that's where you can watch it. And if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, guys, please do hit that subscribe button. Monica, are you ready? Okay, let's get it. 1995.
I'm Nick Fury. Been riding the desk for the past 6 years, trying to figure out where our future came from.
Official SHIELD activity.
Never occurred to me they would be coming from above.
You say this thing looked like Coulson.
Talk like him, too.
Oh yeah, that was one of them.
We can't trust anyone, not even our own men. Now I stand before you as my true self. Talk.
My people lived as refugees, homeless.
And the handful of us that are left will be slaughtered next. There are thousands of us separated from each other. This is just the beginning.
They won't be safe here. Need them on home.
Okay.
Like that little flashback.
To be fair, I feel like they could have done that in the beginning of episode 1, to be fair with you, but it is what it is.
And not leave us confused.
1997, Brixton, London. Alright.
Lara, welcome.
Thank you, Fury. I'd like you to meet someone. This is Gravik.
Oh, backstory.
Parents were killed in the fight against the Kree. He escaped from behind enemy lines, piloted a ship all on his own. He is smart, Fury. Knows how to survive. We could use someone like him.
He's a child.
Only to humanize. Just talk to him.
Oh yeah, because he would be older, right? Technically speaking.
Technically speaking, yeah.
Gravik, sorry to hear about your parents.
They died a brilliant death.
I'm sure they did.
So very
This work
unique
here,
descriptive.
They're dangerous.
I'm not afraid.
So this is just probably how they greet each other, right? Because I thought that he was like, he really missed him, but it just seems like a custom.
Thank you all for joining me. It's been a rough journey. Went looking for a home, found nothing but violence and hate. All of us have lost someone, or everyone, and our entire species is scattered across the galaxy. But for those of you who braved the journey here to Earth, you did so for one reason. This man,
Damn.
no trust.
Pedestal.
You know I don't use that word lightly.
Thank you, Talos. My friends, ever since you rephrased that, almost ever since I met Talos, I believe that humans and Skrulls can help each other. The world is facing a serious threat, and I could use your help. It would mean putting on a new face and keeping it. This is the promise. While you work to keep my home safe, Carol Danvers and I will find you a new one.
Disappeared.
Who'll be first to take the place?
Didn't keep
They
his
both
word.
did, yeah.
You have a courageous mother, Gaia.
You keep your word, I'll keep mine.
Jeez. Oh, yeah, okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where it's like, how much time am I letting you prove that you're going to keep your word for?
Oh boy, that was a look like,
I'm an American! I'm an American!
Isn't that in Russia? Is that gonna help you?
Oh, good point. Okay, got you. Okay. I was just like, uh-oh, he's in trouble.
Yeah, the beginning of that, yeah.
I'm glad we got that backstory though.
Yeah.
Because now it makes me empathize with them a little bit more.
But it's not like he left because he just left. Like he was like, fuck them Skrulls, you know?
Yeah,
like,
but if you don't communicate that you're leaving because of something, people are just going to think you ghosted.
I'm talking about the blip thing. Like,
No, but then he left. He didn't just leave because of the blip.
Got you.
He then went up to space and ghosted.
Fair.
So that's what I'm saying. If you said, hey, I've got a mission up there, I'm still going to be doing my work, I promise you I have not forgotten. I know it's been a long time, but be patient with me. You know what? As a matter of fact, here's some pizza. Something.
Pizza. You have to give him that.
Gotta give him something that says,
fruit
okay,
thing.
okay, like, you know, okay, maybe, yeah, that fruit thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, I understand, I'm sorry. Like, I'm about to be out of my home for ages. I can't imagine what you're going through. Empathize a little bit. Communicate. If you don't, they're going to be sitting there like...
Communication.
They're going to be sitting like that. Can that prick just leave?
Yeah.
We've been waiting for him for 30 years.
Yeah.
My cousin died for that guy.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a good look.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. Ugh, long intro though, isn't it?
It really is. Especially one that wasn't even created by somebody.
So you're now against it. Episode 1, I liked it.
No,
Episode 2, not a fan.
What I liked was the fact that it fit in with the theme of what the show was. But I don't like the fact that it took a creative out of a job being a creative myself. If that makes sense.
Fair enough.
Могу вам помочь? Мы молодого человека, чернокожий американец. Видели у кого-нибудь похожего?
Black man? Nope.
Чернокожий американец. В поезде Москва-Варшава. Здесь больше шансов встретить инопланетянина.
Ah, alien.
Прям чемодан.
It's the guy.
They're gone.
Damn, I think she really did die, you know.
Anything from Gaia yet?
It was a trap.
Worse as well, because you said somebody could get
Me and my
hurt.
mama used to take these long train rides to Detroit.
Train travel back then wasn't nowhere near this elegant. When out of Alabama, we always had to ride in the color car.
It was hot, sweaty. Bathroom didn't work half the time.
We couldn't go in the dining.
So we brought fried chicken, bread, deviled egg, pound cake, and a shoe. Half hour after the train pulled out, that chicken be gone. Smelled way too good to wait. On these long rides, me and my mother pick up game past the time. Tell me something I don't know.
That was one of her favorites.
One time she said,
Tell me something I don't know about you and Sue.
me and Susie have
A standing game of doc we been playing behind old man Jackson's barn. Suffice it to say, I wasn't about to tell her about that.
so I made up something crazy.
And Susie saw a bullfrog with polka dots. My mama just smiled, even though I'd lied through my teeth. The mere fact that I did that told her everything she needed to know about me and Susie.
You want to go a few rounds?
Tell me something I don't know
He's so good, man.
about the destruction of Skrullos. You know everything there is to know about it, Fury. Name of the game, tell me something. We were overpowered by the Kree. We held them off for as long as we could. When we couldn't hold them off any longer, the million of us that were left, we fled. Tell me something I don't know about the Skrulls that fled. They're here. Who's here? All of us.
Wait.
Million.
You're telling me there's a million Skrulls walking amongst us right now? Have you lost your reptilian ass mind? I sent out the call. Every Skrull isn't in Emperor George's colony. They answered. You lied to me.
Hey, we were being hunted across the universe. I had two choices. I could let my people be annihilated or summon them here to Earth. What would you have done?
This ain't about me.
Oh, right, but you fine using us as your spies and your errand boys, long as it's on your terms.
The host gets to set the terms of the visit.
What happens when the host disappears? Huh? Because you were gone. And I didn't think you were coming back. I really didn't. And you know what? Even when you did come back, I'm talking to you about anything.
You didn't come back.
Your boots barely hit Earth. And oh, it's too heavy here, man. I gotta go up to my space station. You've been up there for years.
You knew how to get in touch with me, Talos, and you did because you didn't want me to know.
My hope is that with your help, Skrulls and humans can coexist here on Earth.
Humans can't coexist with each other, Talos. You've been here long enough to know that. We've been at war with each other since we could walk upright. There is not enough room or tolerance on this planet for another species. Neither is this train compartment. I think this is just...
Oh, man.
And how are you gonna stop security from looking out for you?
Oh, man. A million. A million.
In his defense,
A million.
seems like when he summoned them, half of the planet was gone. Universe, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
There was space.
A million.
Well, technically only half. Potentially.
That's a million. That's crazy numbers.
Well, a lot more than that of humans was gone. I'm assuming that's Robin's body.
Yeah.
Maria, sorry.
did it happen? Don't you be one of those bastards who gives me a platitude when I'm looking for the truth. That one over there. You know what he told me? He told me that my nation owes me a debt of gratitude, but he won't even tell me where on planet Earth my daughter was killed. So apparently facts are not included in the debt I'm owed.
We were there trying to stop the attack. Someone set a trap.
For her?
Well, for me. Someone wanted to hurt me, so they hurt her.
She's not gonna want to hear that.
Oh, you're the reason I'm taking my daughter back home.
One of the reasons, not the main.
Nick Fury. Maria believed in you. She would have followed you to the gates of hell and back.
Everyone projects so much on him, you know. That's hard.
I don't know what Maria died for out there, but whatever it was, don't let it be for nothing.
To be fair, as a mother, that's all you can ask for. If your child died doing something that they believed was right, then at least make it so it wasn't for nothing.
Several bombs exploded today at an annual celebration in Moscow, killing at least 2,000 civilians. All signs point towards imminent retaliation from Russia for what the Kremlin regards as an all-out declaration of war by the Americans.
They're all saying we had something to do with Moscow. I call bull. There's no way that Moscow attack was committed by America. This has got false flag written all over it.
How do you know Fury would be there?
I didn't. Well, not to a certainty. But I
That
hoped.
you would snitch.
I wanted to see how much of him was left. You know, I could have killed him if I wanted to. You don't punish a man by giving him what he wants. Just get me to the council meeting. I'll see their faces while Moscow's still burning.
You wait.
Yeah, that's not happening. Grab it.
I'm not out in an hour. Shoot him in the head.
Like you can't reach it.
Members of the council.
Seems someone didn't get this just a tire memo.
Well, I also didn't get a formal invitation. I'm sure that was just a curious oversight, Madam Prime Minister.
I trust I speak for the group when I say we are all happy to have you with us. Please, sit.
I see you all dressed up in the man's finery, drinking the man's wine, playing the man's game, using the man's fork and knife.
Better to behave as a human than as a dog.
I quite like dogs. In fact, I prefer them. Dogs aren't hypocrites. They don't lie, don't lock each other up in cages. They don't go out of their way to degrade, destroy their own habitat.
A naive reading of human history.
The only reading of human history.
Are you done?
Perhaps we should get on with what we came here for.
A prudent suggestion, sister. Recent acts of terror in cities across the globe, most notably in Moscow, severely undermine that this council seeks to preserve. The purpose of tonight is to determine what punishment, if any, should be meted out on the individual who has imperiled us all. 1,000 innocent humans, and yet you don't seem remotely remorseful.
What the hell gives you the right to disobey?
What gives me the right? Mushkim pix kolos, bichuraki, udrikag makel meki, bajou ashush kajushak la, grog herom kus, kajushat musham, bichohag nash kajak, un hepug mir un aroma arwar mi nas.
Damn.
Unlike the last war each one of us around this table fought in, I'm not going to lose this one. Humans were doomed to self-destruction. Long before we arrived on this planet, they were destined to consume themselves. So for anyone flinching at the thought of innocent death, let me assure you, we're only hastening the inevitable.
And what happens if the Avengers return?
You don't think I thought about that? Put your faith in me. Your loyalty will be repaid. Madam Prime Minister?
We need to streamline our chain of command. Democracy is fine for peacetime, but whilst at war, we need a single commander whose war power is total and unchecked.
My God.
Therefore, I nominate
Damn.
Gravik to the post of Skrull.
Jeez!
Traitor. You're in on this with him the entire time.
Sit yourself down, Sergio. I'm not done yet.
Who do you think you're talking? I'm the commander of NATO. I can mobilize this never.
Yo! Man said sit.
Shall I remove him, madame?
I don't think he'll be any more trouble.
They can't replace you.
All those in favour of Gravik, our new general.
And this scroll's been running things, man.
I fear each one of you has forgotten our history. We did not end up homeless refugees because we were unwilling to wage war. We ended up homeless refugees because we were too willing. I do not support your coup.
Good on you.
I will not support
You're dead,
your
but
war.
good on you.
Yeah, fair.
And I do not submit.
If I had another 100 like you, I could take on the universe. You in peace, sister. You'll not be harmed.
Whoa.
As she leaves, she gets shot.
You know. He probably wanted one left to tell Fury.
Sure.
Council just voted him general. Has control of our people and our future. If there's anything I can do.
Yeah, sit on me and grab.
He will kill you. You don't understand. Gravik has changed.
So have I.
I'll keep it together. You will not walk out alive.
Get up the man. Talk about my daughter.
I'm surprised he's still walking around in that human form, since everybody knows him like that. I'd have changed it to something else.
That was a good little table scene though. Quite like that. Simpsons.
I was thinking the same thing.
Without you, this wouldn't be possible.
If they look at you, you've been caught as a snitch. I can tell you that for free.
You don't have it.
Harvest wasn't there. Gravik has given me multiple locations for the harvest, all of them empty.
Harvest. I'm trying to.
Perhaps I misheard
Do you need anything else, Dr. Dalton?
you. Yes. Your absence.
Damn.
I'm gonna stop saying that.
This stunning sign of just how serious.
Imagine someone who walked up to our Prime Minister now going, scroll.
You know.
Colonel, are you denying that two of your citizens, Mr. Nicholas Fury and Miss Maria Hill, were present in Moscow at the scene of the attack?
We are aware of allegations that Ms. Hill may have traveled to Moscow, which, if true, at any rate, would have been in their capacity as private citizens.
These photos suffice as confirmed. That fact.
They were on holiday.
Respectfully, Prime Minister, I can't take the authenticity of Russian-supplied photos at face value. However, I will be more than happy to have them analyzed at Langley.
How do you explain Mr. Fury's presence in Moscow?
Alleged presence.
Just deny.
I respect it though.
Me one more time, I'm going to put on the suit and carpet bomb.
Jeez.
Why are you here? President Ritson is aware of the seriousness with which his international partners regard this allegation.
I'm here as a Curtis. President Ritson has a pretty busy day job running the most powerful country and military on the face of the planet. He doesn't just hop to when summoned. Not by France, not by Italy, not by the UK. Now, while we are sensitive till such time as you can present an actual shred of evidence to back those concerns up, I'm afraid sensitivity is all you're going to be getting.
Just American doing American type stuff.
Where's your proof? Right here. So you're gonna believe your eyes.
We got the bigger guns. We don't gotta see nothing.
Nice suit, Armani. Pretty expensive for a government salary.
Yeah, well, my other suit's made of titanium, so this actually constitutes considerable savings.
We need that.
Great. Tell you what, let me just finish mopping up this globe-sized bucket of steaming hot caca you tipped over yesterday morning, and we can get a drink. That sound good?
You sound frustrated. Croatia talking crap. Carpet bomb there.
Burner's Tavern, 1 o'clock. Do me a favor and try not to pop off a nuclear holocaust before you get there.
How do you know all of them are trustworthy though?
No.
Should I be worried about poison?
You'd be worried about spending the rest of your days in the Siberian retirement community. Don't let the relaxed ambiance fool this close to handing your ass over to the Russians.
Getting your rank here, Colonel?
Do not want to be playing mine is bigger than yours with job titles right now, Fury. I'm the last friend you got.
The Russians really trying to pin this on me?
Your face is all over CCTV footage.
I was there trying to stop the attack.
Oh, well, excellent job at that, by the way. 2,000 dead. Number will probably triple once they clear all the rubble. Meaning you not only set the stage for World War III, but you simultaneously flipped all of our allies to Team Russia.
Well, do you know your security?
You know they're catching bullets first if I get shot at. I mean, how much do you know about them?
What if I told you they were all spies?
Scrolls.
As for who, the Russians?
Non-state actors, global reach, borderless operations.
Hydra?
Yeah, if Hydra was a bunch of green guys shapeshift into your daddy.
Does he know about them yet?
Probably at his ranking.
How long have you known
About 15 years ago, I was part of an eyes-only top-secret presentation about a shape-shifting alien species and a few of its light ships crashing down to Earth. Pentagon was concerned that they might get into their heads and invade us one day from the inside.
That invasion is real. It's happened.
That's not possible.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but it's true. And here's the crazy part. We're being invaded and we can't even tell who the invaders are. Moscow was just the beginning.
We should call our friends.
No, we can't jump the gun on that. You know, we get them in a fight roles, and next thing you know, they find themselves duplicated and turned into terrorists.
Fury.
This is my war, Brody. I need you to back me on it.
I can't do it.
Ain't no can't in our business. There's only what you can do and what you will not do.
You're right. I should have said, I'm not doing it. I just spent all the political capital I had in getting Maria Hill's body back from the Russians.
Are you really talking to me about politics right now?
I'm here as an envoy of the United States government, Fury. The job is political.
I remember when your job was protecting the planet.
We protect the planet by protecting our seat at the table.
Are you forgetting who helped you get your seat at the table?
Oh, so I owe you now? Is that it?
We owe each other. Men who look like us don't get promoted because of who our daddies know. Every ounce of power we wrestle from the vice grip of the mediocre Alexander Pierces who run this world was earned in blood. So let's make the power mean something. Help a brother
I didn't think he would go to that hard, but fair enough, man. Help a brother out.
Colonel Rose will let you know when he's ready to go.
The car's for you, Fury. These men are going to escort you outside, then you're going to the airport.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I had travel plans.
Made them on your behalf.
Have you even listened to a word that I said?
Yeah, I have. The world is on the line. The enemy is 1,000,000 times more dangerous than Hydra, but they can only be vanquished by you alone. And you want me to make the power mean something by helping a brother out. But you should know better than most. The reason we wrestled this power from mediocre men who don't look like us was not simply to turn around and hand it to mediocre men who do. The point of this power is to be uncompromising, to be unsparing, to be able to sit across from a man we greatly admire, whom we share an entire professional, personal, ancestral history with, and to tell him without any reservation, he's fired. That's what this moment right here, right
No
now.
way he can fight Nick Fury. Shut up, man. Bro must be tripping, man. Them titanium rods must be doing something to his head. I don't know, man.
I said you to fire me?
I volunteer. And not to put too fine a point on this, but that mess that you created in Moscow that resulted in getting one of our best people murdered, you earned all this smoke.
Damn!
Oh my God.
Jesus, shit!
Why? Who hurt you today? Like,
Move. Are you seriously under the impression that just because you stripped me of my titles, I relinquished my DNA?
Careful, Fury.
That's it. Fury's coming back.
at least you know that's a real human.
And you wonder why you're out.
Even when I'm out.
Yes, I'm him.
That's right.
Let's go.
I don't even know what that is.
Neither way to be honest. But the guys at home will.
I was rubbing my hands thinking that meant something, and you made something new.
Nah, I definitely didn't invent that one. I can't say I did.
Yes, and now that the door is open, what does that tell you about me?
I like her.
Above your pay grade. Where is he?
That in itself, yeah, I'd be like, to the left.
This is what it is,
If you
man.
go down that door, down the hall, through the door, past the beats, turn right. That's where the person you're looking for is.
She's like rude in a funny way.
Oh my god.
Where is your safe house? Speak!
Didn't your mother ever warn you could lose an eye by beating your meat like that?
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm taking over.
До свидания. I've thrown everything at him and he hasn't said a word. What makes you think you can get him to speak?
Oh, I can be quite persuasive. Oh, before I forget, there is the escape hatch in this dump.
Why do you need to know that?
Oh, just a hunch. Oh, wonderful. Okay, make yourself scarce.
What are you looking at?
Down at last. Now, shall we do this the easy way or the other?
I'm gonna break these chains, and then I'm gonna break every bone in your body.
The other way it is. Well, now that's confirmed. Let's party, shall we?
Groot. Frost.
What?
Wait.
We're doing in there.
What are they trying to do?
Checking the progress of our newest recruit. We're ready for a face before long.
What was that about?
Don't know, but she played it off really cool.
I remember when you first came to me, Gaia. Daughter of a failed general. I thought to myself, what kind of coward sends his daughter to do what he wouldn't? But, then I realized that kind of coward doesn't have it in him. Our man on the inside located Brogan. Let's go then.
Wasting your time. I'll never talk to you.
Well, that's very brave. But everyone talks when their blood starts to cook at 160 degrees centigrade. It's a biochemical imperative. The smart ones start talking earlier than that. The smart one? Right, no, I didn't think so.
Uh-oh.
Do you know it'd be scariest for me?
What's that?
The fact she knows who I am.
Oh, shit.
And she came in with an injection. Not any tools, like, I feel like she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I'm out of my depth.
Tell me the location of Gravik's compound.
I swear! I know nothing, please!
I'm afraid, sorry dear heart, I can't work with nothing. I need to know where Gravik is and where he'll be.
I don't know, I swear. Gravik keeps everything a secret.
And what secrets doesn't he?
He's building a machine.
What kind of machine?
I think it's to make us stronger.
You're already strong.
Yeah, but if you include something like maybe Groot's DNA and all the other people, maybe they would be way stronger.
Keep the engine running.
Mm-hmm. Who's helping you?
I don't know what you mean.
Who's leading the science?
Some married couple.
What's their name?
I can't, please.
Dude, you're about to die anyway.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but if I don't get a name, Gravik won't get the chance to kill you.
Please. Dalton. My name's Dalton.
Oh, you see, that wasn't so terribly difficult, was it?
Yo.
That was real quiet for somebody who smacked against the wall.
Flashbangs. Go. Pop.
And that's why she asked where the...
Escape, yeah.
Sounds like your lift is here.
Smart lady, Gaia.
Jesus.
How very Dostoevsky.
She's not in a rush. That's what makes it better. She's just crawling out there casually. With a little bag.
That's how I imagine the Queen would have done business.
Oh, Lord.
Not torturing people, but like just...
Elegant, like.
See you later, yes. Have a good evening.
I got him. Let's go.
What'd you tell him?
Nothing, just lies.
Nothing. It's lies.
That's all, I swear.
Take him to the car.
Interesting.
Keep driving.
How did they find our safe house?
So you're dead now. That could have been a complete fluke, and now you're going to be the one to blame.
Pull over.
Time for you to die.
Almost there.
Oh no.
Dr. George and Lenny.
He's starting to see weakness.
I wonder if this car is anything like the other ones where it's got like computers in it, or if it's just a generic car.
Probably generic. Off-grid. I'm sorry?
Key? Like he's coming home?
That's what I was thinking. Like, was there a love life that we weren't aware of?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Taking his shoes off?
He married one. He married a scroll.
Almost.
We missed a whole bit of the chunk of the story.
Wow. End the episode here, please. Please. Please end it here. Wow. Mr. Nick Fury.
I need to know where he found the time. My guy has been... Also, she's a bloody angel. You find a woman who can deal with a man being up in space and just dip in and...
Oh, got you.
And coming back and not even having to see her.
Yeah.
London went to the pub for a drink.
Nick is a spy of the highest caliber.
Got fired. Get your ass home.
She knows you're fired. Guys, I'm gonna fast forward to see if there's anything that we should watch. If not, next thing you hear will be our after episode thoughts. Okay, guys, so there wasn't anything we needed to watch. So, Monica, after episode thoughts, do you?
I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay, first of all, yeah, I feel like little bit by little bit, we're going to see Nick Fury start to come back. I really liked, I feel like there were two scenes that I really liked in this episode in particular that stood out to me. And it's ironic that I used the word stood out because both of them were sitting scenes. But the, you see how I did that?
I did.
It's not actually bad. But the scene where they were sitting down with the council, I really liked that I got to see a little bit more of, I don't know his name yet, but I'm just going to say the general, who he is now. The general guy.
The bad guy.
Yeah, I like to see a little bit of how he moves and how he was communicating with them and how he basically, I feel like he's calculated in a lot of the way he lets people go, and then he kind of decides in that moment what he's going to do with that information. Whether he's going to let them tell on him, whether he's just going to basically go now and need to cut this loose right now, or whether it's going to benefit him in the future. He seems like someone. Yeah, he seems like someone that's like ruminating in his thoughts and like, oh, okay, let's see how this goes. But I like that scene with all of them. Also, the fact that they were like proper, the highest, would call the highest members of our society have been infiltrated. So they're running things like it might be our planet, but they own it. So it's just a matter of time before something happens, you know. And then the other scene with Rhodey and Nick. Yo, forget like the dialogue in that was amazing. The back and forth was amazing. But just from a black man, I'm gonna say it from my point of view. I like that it was a conversation from one black man to another with another little bit of kind of like peacocking, but not peacocking, and then a little bit of like, yo, I'm this person, but no, yo, I'm this person, and then it's like, do me a favor. It's like, no, do yourself a favor. And I like that it went from serious to, not serious to unserious, but like the tone of the conversation was very kind of like, in the beginning, it was like lots of like, oh, political this, political that.
Yeah.
Then it went to a casual kind of conversation of, yo, like real to real, like this is why I need your help. And then it went to a, nah, this is this.
Yeah.
So I like the juxtaposition and the way it changed the conversation did. But I thought the conversation was brilliant.
Yeah.
I like the fact that I feel like, I know it's weird because it's the second episode, but I feel like stripping Nick Fury of his title made him, in fact, actually say, no, I'm him. I'm Nick Fury. And
step back into him.
Yeah. Like, I feel like all of that, what it did was basically say, Nick, you need to come back now. Because now people are treating you in a way that they would have never treated Nick Fury. There is no way someone could have said you're not Nick Fury. Like, I'm him. Like, I can't not be. So I really enjoyed that. My little LeBron James celebration.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, but in general, I enjoyed that. I do like the way the episodes are going so far. I feel like, again, it's that serious kind of tone of, I'm curious to see if they're going to get away with it. I want to know what they're going to get away with. Also, another big part in this was I would want to go back and rewind it and watch it just for my own personal reference to see the names on the screen. But when they were experimenting with different DNAs with like Groot and a few other names that I never really picked up on when we were watching, but I want to know if the Skrull are gonna try and like evolve themselves.
Yeah.
Like they could be proper dangerous because they're dangerous as it is. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts. I liked where it went. I liked the conversations and yeah. What about yourself?
For me, I think this was a whole different side because, like you said, that scene where they were all sitting on a table discussing the war, whatever that was going on, that was going to be happening and who the leader was going to be. I think in that scene you see quite a lot already because if they're already infiltrating quite high positions, they could have made this blend peaceful.
They could have.
They chose not to.
Yeah.
And in that scene in itself, the lady who stayed sat, she said, you guys are forgetting what got us into this situation in the first place.
Yeah.
And it's the fact we kept being willing to fight even when it was unnecessary. And it seems like that's exactly what they're doing again.
Yeah.
It's, well, we've already infiltrated the highest places. We could have said, hey, you know what? Aliens and us, we're going to do this thing.
Yeah. And
chose not to.
We really and truly, at that point...
Couldn't have said anything.
As a collective, our society would have been like, well, okay, if they say it, then we have to obey it.
Well, not even that, but if you think about it, like, one of your group of friends could have been infiltrated with half of them going, you know what, that actually sounds pretty cool. Yeah. And it would have just infiltrated. If 1 million of them are down here,
just in the right
it'd
order.
Be everywhere. It'd be everywhere.
The most influential. You never imagine
But not even that. It could just be like in a friend group where somebody's like, yo, but imagine now it means we can go to space.
Yeah.
And somebody would be like, oh. Yeah. And it would have just changed the conversation, but they chose not to. I think that lady, I don't know her name, but the one that was just crawling under it with the handbag that reminded me of the Queen.
Yeah.
She's a boss.
Yeah.
This is how I imagine the Queen conducted business, you know? Like when I watch The Crown and she's just having her meeting with the Prime Minister and she'd drop a few jabs in there.
You never sounded more British.
Non-real.
Not, you know.
Well, I don't know if it's real, but that's how I imagine the Queen. That's why to me she was so cool. Because like I imagined her as this little boss lady who just carried a handbag. I just found it funny.
Do you know, it's kind of funny, yeah.
But yeah, really liked it. The only thing that I needed to let you go first because I wouldn't have left the point of he's married.
Yeah, I
wouldn't have left that point.
I on purpose left that part out.
I had to let you.
Discussion.
Yeah, I had to let you speak because I was gonna be like.
Yeah.
That's all I was going to speak on until you reminded me of the rest of the
actual episode. But that's why I left that part out until you actually kind of did a summary as well.
Okay, well, first of all, he's married. Second of all, he's married to a... Skrull.
Yeah.
Which means that, if anything, I understand now why he came down even more.
Yeah.
Because he's like, this can't escalate that much because it could lose me and my family.
It's so weird.
But one thing that I think this episode pointed out was that obviously how the backstory of everything getting to where it's getting, but B, Fury is slowly losing everybody that's important to him. Maria died. The other guy got off on the train because he lied to him. He felt betrayed. The guys in the government that was his close friend, he asked for help, didn't get any help. It seems like the only person he has left is his wife.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit concerned now that his wife is going to be collateral damage. I don't agree with you in the sense of somebody had to tell him he's not who he is for him to step into the role. I still don't think he stepped into the role. I think he needs a timeout almost. Like to regroup.
Maybe if you have a good conversation with his wife, maybe that might help. You never know.
Could be, but that's what I mean. I think he had to like lose everyone.
Yeah.
Just go back to his roots, to home, to wife, to a place where he has a ring and the music is familiar and the dinner is what he likes. You get what I mean? Just home.
The way he went into that house was definitely home vibes.
It was. That's what I was like, huh?
I was like, what?
But you could also tell that she's decorated whilst he's been away because
he was like, I didn't put that there, but yeah, I mean, it's great that
I
ending,
need to see a lot more about this relationship.
Yeah.
Before they kill off their characters.
Yeah.
Because I know it's only a matter of time. Marvel's doing a whole replacement almost.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Whether they kill off the characters today, 20 years time, 50 years
Not
time.
as
I need to see
invested
this.
in the love
I am
story.
invested. It's Nick Fury.
Yeah,
I've never even seen him take a vacation,
I
let alone.
I've kind of seen him take one.
But not really, because he was at work. It was a fake one.
Yeah, it's true, it's true.
It's like going on a lunch break. So to me, it's like, where did you get the time to get married?
Yeah, I'm genuinely speaking, like, I feel like that was a perfect way as well to end the episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's definitely like,
Everyone would have left like,
what? Like, what?
What?
What, Nick? Like, green? Green?
That's what you're worried about.
No, it's not even, not even like that. I just mean like, yo, like it's just testament that you don't know this character.
Yeah.
You don't know
You
him.
don't.
Because
You know his work personality.
Yeah.
This is the definition of that's your work colleague. That's it. You don't know anything about them.
But it also really does explain why he rides so hard for them now. Because now I've got a different perspective. It's not just about he's doing it for work. He's doing it for something bigger.
He's compromising.
Yeah. So I think that'll be interesting to see how the other episodes roll over. Are you okay for me to wrap up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. I hope you enjoyed the after episode thoughts kind of summary, because I feel like it was definitely a long one, but I feel like it was a deserved
He
one
was
from the
married!
set. But yeah, guys, for real, I hope you enjoyed the reaction, and until the next one, take care. And as always, guys, if you want to watch the full and Eddie reactions, you can do by clicking in the link in the description box below. That will take you to the Patreon, and that's where you can watch them. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, guys, please do subscribe. And until the next reaction, guys, take care.